Good morning, Eastview, and welcome to The Flash. I'm Noah, and this is Joe, and we hope you've had a great second week of school so far.
What do you mean we? I don't.
It's not very sporting of you.
Well, I don't do sports.
That was really bad. Bad puns aside, Eastview is alive with all sorts of athletic activity, and we've already reached the midway point of our fall season. Shane went out to get the scoop on how all of our sports teams are doing so far.
As the third week of school is quickly coming to an end, fall sports are in mid-season form. So far, 3 of the fall teams have been ranked in the top 10 this season, along with one team which is currently holding the number 1 spot.
And that team is the Eastview girls soccer team. So far, they have had a tremendous start to the season, starting out with a record of 11-0 and tied for first in the conference, as well as being ranked number 1 in the state. Despite having a slow start, the boys soccer team has come on strong as of late, winning 3 out of their last 4 games. They now have a record of 3-2-5 and look to keep building on their strong recent success moving through the rest of the season. The cross-country teams have been off to a great start so far, as the boys cross-country team has placed 4th, 7th, and 9th respectively so far in 3 of their meets, and the girls team has placed 3rd twice. The tennis team, led by the Kopfer sisters, are currently ranked 8th in the state with a record of 8-3. They look to make their first team trip to state in school history this fall. The girls swim and dive team is currently 1-2 on the season, and they look to get back even at 500 tonight as they square off against Prior Lake at Falcon Ridge Middle School. The volleyball team, under first-year head coach Mr. Laufenberger, are 5-5 on the season and look to get above 500 tonight as they face off against Rosemount at 7 o'clock at home. The football team started the season facing the top 2 teams in the state the first 2 weeks of the season. They showed a lot of promise as they competed with the number 1 team in the state, Eden Prairie, 2 weeks ago, as well as beating conference foe Lakeville South 28-7 last week. Make sure to attend an athletic event tonight to earn a point for your class in pursuit of the Homecoming Cup. Signing off for The Flash, this is Shane.
The sophomores are in the lead for the Homecoming Cup, so seniors, make sure to support our teams tonight and retake the cup. Well, all of that made me feel physically inadequate.
Just wait until you hear this next story about middle school athletes competing in high school sports teams.
Why do you do this to me?
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm trying not to. It's in the script.
Well, in that case, I better get the lowdown on what these youngins are up to then.
Sunita got the story on some gifted middle school athletes making it in Eastview's athletic program.
You think being a freshman on a new sports team is intimidating? Imagine joining when you're still in middle school. Many Eastview teams have invited these pint-sized players to join them, including volleyball, tennis, and cross-country.
Looking good! Here we go, ladies, nice job!
It can be daunting playing with older teammates.
Messing up makes me really nervous in front of people, like during games.
When I run high school, I feel like there's more of a competition than middle school.
All the work they've put in now gives them an advantage when they get to high school.
I got to meet a lot of new people, and I got to make really good friends, and I got to play at the higher level, so it was a lot of fun.
Less than a month into the season, they're already seeing improvement.
I think I've gained more self-confidence and strategy to know that I can play that level and succeed.
My goal for this season is to beat my personal record.
Clearly, these athletes aren't letting their age hold them back.
There's no difference because they're athletes who are going to give, reach, overcome, and win with the rest of their teammates.
Be ready for these girls to take Eastview by storm.
Let's go on 3! 1, 2, 3, let's go!
Signing off for The Flash, this is Sunita.
Well, now my self-confidence is shattered.
Darn. When you shattered, you could have gone to go see Eastview's new physical trainer.
Oh, you mean Coach Griffin? Yeah, I heard she's good at what she does. And I think the next story shines a well-deserved spotlight on her. Someone who isn't familiar for a lot of students here at Eastview.
What I enjoy most about being an athletic trainer is just being around sports, being around high school kids. It's a lot of fun to be at the games. You know, Friday nights at football, it's a blast to be on the sideline. It's just fun to be around you guys and be around sports at the same time.
Known to the athletes as Coach Griffin, she not only helps with injuries for the love of the game, but has her own personal motivation to help students.
My desire to be a trainer started when I was a sophomore in high school, junior in high school. I injured my foot and it kind of ended my high school basketball career because at that time we didn't have an athletic trainer. And once the next year we did get an athletic trainer and I was done, and I spent most of my time hanging out with our athletic trainer and just seen what he did and how much he enjoyed his job, and it just kind of drove me in that direction.
Signing off for The Flash, this is Anna.
All this talk of sports actually makes me want to go out and get active for once.
Really? That's great for you. I'd stay away from Indy Fit, though. It's incredibly hard just to keep your heart rate up and get a good grade in that class.
Actually, I've heard of some pretty creative ways people have managed to do that.
Really? What are they?
You'll have to stay tuned for the credits to find out.
See you later, Eastview.
Everybody hates Indy Fit. I mean, who likes exercising during school? Who likes exercising, period? I know I don't. Getting your heart rate up for a grade? That's straight torture. That's why we at NAF, the National Association of Fitness Specialists, have developed ways for you to get your heart rate up without really trying.
Guys, we've all been there. She's cute, you're desperate. Maybe try hyping yourself up to ask her out on a date. You'll be sure to feel the sweat dripping. A cat has a resting heart rate of 150 beats per minute. Sneak one in your locker and slide that heart rate monitor on it for a cute and easy A for the day. We don't really need an explanation for this. This is the most risky of all of our ideas. This is not for the faint of heart. Don't mess with Miss Martinson. Drinking a single shot of Death Wish coffee from Saratoga Springs will send your heart rate through the roof. Warning, this may stop time.
Using these strategies, nothing should stop you from getting that A in Indy Fit.